I guess I'm supposed to talk. But let's just show plants first. Ooh. Zucchini. Tomatillo. Squash. I may have forgotten what kind of squash, though. Food bank. Like oblong cherry tomatoes. And that's what these are, too. From the food bank. These are habanero pepper from the food bank. This is lemon cucumber. And then chia, which I don't even know why I put them there, because they do really good and get really big in the ground. This is basil that was like sold in the store, and like it was like pretty much dead, and they were giving it away at the food bank. So I took it and I like just chopped all the browning leaves off, and it's doing okay. Same story with this mint plant right here, and it's struggling, but it's alive still. It was like long and just drooping down. Okra, again, I don't know why it's in a pot, but it happened like that. This came from nature. That came from nature. So mostly I transplanted my rosemary. I sprouted this tree from seed, arborvitae, and it has gone through a lot because of me and other things like my bunny rabbit. This, I just thinned these out. These, I just put whole rejected vegetables in here and covered them up with soil and started watering them, because that's what Kurameo said that you can do. And so I did it just because I can, and I like to like experiment like that. You know, the Vanka vines are really pretty, but I'm not sure that any gardener really likes Vanka vines. I don't. They were here when I got here, and I'm sick of them looking all strung out, so I have been caring for them this time. But now I gotta like trim. They are very invasive and aggressive, but I have to get them out of here, because this is like a once in a lifetime planter. And all I have going so far in here is the cilantro, and that is 3rd generation cilantro from my own seeds. So in here we have, I think this is plantain. We're gonna have to give it a little more time. This is celery going from last year still. We have lots of dandelion. I'll have to show everybody when the flowers are out, because it's so pretty. And I haven't even started sniping them yet, but I really want to give my pets some of these dandelion flowers. What do we got here? Oh, this rock that's shaped like a heart, my son gave me when he was 8 years old, and he's 18 now. We are growing a lot of these Autumn Beauty sunflower stalks to make a bigger structure for my daughter. Anyways, this, I had to talk about this. I talked about this last year. This is common mallow, all parts of the plant can be consumed, and it's very healthy. It's rich in whatever, all this stuff. It looks a lot like the health benefits of amaranthus, which is growing in this garden bed right now. We got some beets, amaranthus, and then mostly it's just nature's bounty growing in here. Like, I will pull these out. I will pull this out. They're easy to pull out too. But most of the other ones, I let them go. The mallow, like, I let it like carpet around, but I don't let the mallow grow in here because it'll take over. But you can like garden with nature. Like, it's quite possible. You just got to know which ones have like the really killer root systems that kind of take over and drown out the other plants. So this, you guys can tell me if I'm a murderer or not, because I keep planting green bean, and it's 3rd generation green bean from my own seeds, and then they die because like the temperatures are fluctuating so much at night. So that's my bad. I'll just stop doing that. But I did plant cold hardy seeds that are doing just fine with the fluctuations. There's an amaranthus sprout right there in with my sweet peas. And then I have like the intrusions of Vanca vines. I have to get in there and cut them out. Raspberry is doing very good. This is the raspberry's 3rd year. So these sprouts just come up right next to the original plant. That seed doesn't grow anything anymore. The grape I got, I forget how long I've had the grape, but this is the start of something great. Yeah, and so I don't know how much gardening I'm actually going to be doing this year. Like, if I'm going to use all my garden beds or not. My calendula from last year is doing really good. I'm glad I left them in the ground because, like, they're so luscious. They're going to be beautiful flowers soon. The birds are really happy. Yeah, okay, so oh, my dog hurt his paw up against this Aang, you know better. Do you want me to wrap your paw again? Come here. I don't have a baby, but if I did, I would put it in here. This like old school rocker that might turn into like a raised garden bed. It needs some modifications, fortifications, blah blah blah. But yeah, so lately I've been really feeling drained. That's why I haven't made a lot of videos. Well, and my shoulders are like hella messed up right now. I got like knots in my shoulders, everything. And I'm like not absorbing anything. I'm just like, do you guys like my white hair coming in? Like, I like it. I do. But yeah, I'm really tired, and you know, I got a lot of things from the past that are starting to come up, and it's because of, like, you know, who it was involved with. My daughter's father, well, you know, he's making bad decisions for himself. It's affecting a lot of kids. You know, he has like 3, and then considering my older son, who calls him dad too, he has 4 kids. So, you know, it's just taking a lot from me because, like, it got really volatile between us, and like when I was methany, it was like, you know, like not just him, but his whole family came after me and fucking obliterated me. And I react violently. I'm like, you know, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a punk. You're not going to punk me out. Because I was a good mom. But yeah, I was doing the wrong thing, you know. But, oh boy, did it take me a long time to, like, accept what I was doing wrong because of how I was treated, and am not equipped with how to deal with that, like how to process that. Like, trauma shows up in all different kinds of ways, and for me, like, I will just turn around and traumatize someone, you know. I could never do it again now that I've changed, but you know, the past is the past. It happened. So it's just coming up because, like, I've had to tell this man a couple times, like, you know, if I treated you how you treated me, like, you would have to be jumping through all kinds of hoops right now. Like, you know, his kids don't want to see him now, and he's not fighting it. So, like, every second I was away from my kids was torture. It really was. And, like, I have, like, a youthful heart myself. So, it's extra hard to be figuratively and a little bit literally be into submission about things. But once it finally clicked, you know, that I can't use anymore, I can't get away with it, it's no good anyways. You can't find, you just, it's not something you can sustain, you know? So, like, everybody ends up in prison, and then it, you know, as soon as somebody gets hemmed up, if you don't lay it up for a while, then you're going to get hemmed up. You're going to be in prison. I've already been to prison once. I'm not going to go again. You know, and these people that I see getting in and out of prison, they keep that rotation going, you know? So, it's been on my mind. I know that people are going to get out, and I've lived in this place long enough where I lived here before I got clean. So, it's like, I know I'm going to be okay, but I just am anticipating situations of people coming over to my house being like, what's up, friend? And, like, I got to be like, I have to pull from my Scorpio side, not my Leo side, because if I try to be warm and gentle like I prefer to be, no good will come of it, because not very many people actually change their life. And if you do change your life, it's not easy to keep it changed. I am in a cocoon that is my environment. I don't like going out of it. I'm having a hard time. This is as social as I get. Damn it, I'm done. I forgot to show you guys my Mexican poppy. And that's Alyssum. But just in time for Easter, whatever. It's like, was the only thing I find interesting about like the holidays this season, I was wondering, so if never mind. It's really weird. I don't even know if I can say it. If, like, at these religions, like, are they all, like, okay, maybe I could say it this way. And I'm even talking about, like, Luciferians. This is weird. Are they all talking about the same person? And like, are they all batting on the same team? Like, what's going on here? I don't know. It's a bunch of weird shit in my opinion. But okay, so well, like, about, you know, the succubant situation here. Here is what is tripping me up. Is like, well, I don't know, like, have you met a real monster? A monster that is a human? Have you? Okay, so like, the tides have turned, right? My daughter wants to be with me. I am her comfort. Okay. And she's been a daddy's girl up until now. She didn't really have a choice, okay? But now that she is almost 10 and she is really coming into her own, and I give her the freedom. Like, I don't make her go to her dad's house. I'm not going to do that because there's alcohol involved. If there wasn't alcohol involved, I would be a little bit more like, okay, like, you know, but okay, here. It's not just alcohol. That's a cop-out, okay? This man is a monster. He's a monster, okay? That I cannot hate. That I cannot, like, just discard. That I cannot just, like, you know, throw to the wolves. And I cannot do any of the shit he did to me back to him. And okay, it's a great and terrible realization for me that I cannot dish it back to him. But would I feel satisfied? Apparently not. Apparently I don't like that shit. And I really mean it when I say that. And me expressing that, you know, his ass should probably go to prison. You know, do I feel that way? Do I feel that way? Like, do I wish any ill will on him? Like, I don't. And I think that's why, like, I'm super grateful I let go of my anger towards, you know, my mom and my dad for my childhood, everything. Anything I could find to be mad about, I let go of the anger. And so now, when it comes back around, I'm just realizing the difference. I feel like I'm more like mostly everybody. Like, most people are pretty kindred spirits, you know? Or they at least know right from wrong enough to morally gauge situations such as these. But like him and I are not made of the same things at all, because I know what he does when he has the power. Now that he doesn't have the power, he refuses to be a part of his children's lives because they demand more from him than just drunken shenanigans, you know. And he's kind of like the belligerent type, like the real haughty, but kind of just like overcompensating type that you know, you could just call a bully, probably. I would say like the bully demeanor makes children especially vulnerable around him, you know. And it's like, okay, but like when like my daughter was 2, or like she was almost 2, the first time she was like literally like ripped from me by him. And one day I'll tell you how it happened. It's not what you would think. It's not okay. And I'll even tell you what I did to get that side of him too, because I am not innocent in this, okay? If anything, I have made myself complicit in every aspect of my life, and I can look back and see that. But what I won't do, I guess, is perpetuate any more of it. I choose to have a sunny and supportive disposition with him, and he probably thinks I'm just fake, and because we don't really talk that much, but it's eating my lunch right now that his daughter doesn't want to see him. I never in my life did I think that he would put me through everything he did just to turn around and throw his kids away when it meant making some changes. So, well, I put the ball in his court. I told him, I won't make you go to court. I won't. Your punishment is what you're living right now. But imagine living how you're living right now, getting slowly worse over time for a long time. And you can't brag about your kids anymore if you don't have them. So the ball's in his court. It's really bothering me because this problem he's had since before I met him. And so, like, imagine being completely put through the ringer, having to attend 3 different courts at the same time. It's a lot. And then just to flagrantly not give a shit. Like, you will never get the power again. You misused it. You squandered it. No more power for you. And here's like my white sage thing going on. White sage.
Seconds to activate, bro.
White sage.
So fucking annoying.
White sage. Excuse his language. White sage.
This map sucks.
Same. More peppers and a couple of tomatoes. And these are the heirloom tomatoes that I forgot what they're called. They're like purple tomatoes.